Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to another live stream. Really looking forward to this one. We've got some great clues to look at. So hi Rodigar, hi Underground Man. Hello Waxon, hi Dan, hi Simon, hi other Dan, and Kate, and Olaf. Nice to have you all here. How's your week been? How's the weather? Because it's scorchio where I am, and I've been trying my best not to get sunburned, basically. Let's get rid of the background music. Let's kill that. Got some great clues this week. We got 10 clues to go through in the sort of the clue challenge aspect of the evening. I'm just double checking one thing here. Wax on. Have you sent me a clue? Because I don't think I've got one from you this week. I just want to double check that. Oh, you've literally just sent it. Okay, hang on. Bear with me, man. You just talk among yourselves while I do a bit of admin here. 1 second. Okay. I just have to update something else as well. Let's find where you are. It's literally 2 seconds while I do this. So let's see if I can do it while I talk. That would be good, wouldn't it? So what we're going to do tonight is, as usual, if you're new to the live stream, let me tell you what happens here. So basically, we have the first part of the stream. We have a clue of the week, word of the week, which everyone has created a clue for, and then we're going to vote on that word of the week. Well, we'll vote at the throughout the stream, but I'll showcase each clue, and we can discuss them and give each other feedback on them, and then we'll have a vote. And while we're voting, and we also what we do, we'll tackle try and create a small cryptic crossword on crosshair.org. I've already pre-made the crossword, so I'll give you all the clue words, and then whoever comes up with a valid clue the quickest, we include that in the crossword. That's great fun. It's amazing how quickly people can do this actually. So while I just add wax on stuff to everything. Yeah, I've got yours now. Wax on. I think you're in. I believe you might be in. Yeah. So let me just restart my little presentation. Let's move that here. Do that. And with this, we'll go back to the start. Yes. Okay. That's happening now. So that's basically the agenda. If you remember last week, we had the Cryptic Clue Clinic, which was an absolute disaster, wasn't it? We didn't solve one clue. Has anyone had any thoughts on those clues since we did that? I'll jump to that screen actually, because I haven't even got rid of them. These are the clues, the Cryptic Clue Clinic. If anyone can come up with an answer for these clues, Bargav would be delighted. I haven't had a chance this week to do it. So what's happening in the chat? Everyone's talking about the weather, are we? Oh, right, I didn't know that either, 7. The only thing you got was a migraine, Dan. Yeah, I'd love to know if Bargav got the answers. Bargav, if you happen to drop into this or watch this later in the week, please let us know if you got the answers to those. He sent me a couple of other clues this week, but I was able to solve those pretty quickly and send them back to him. So the Clue Clinic is running in all the time, but I thought I would bring it to the wider audience last week. Yeah, me too, Chris. I was hoping that as well. So maybe someone will be inspired now if you just have a quick look at those. But we'll get back to the main. Let's get back to the main story here. So, Cryptic Clue Challenge. Then, so this week's word of the week was Mrs. And you've all been very creative with your clues, and we'll see how the AI did this week. Oh, hang on. Is it still? Can you still hear me? Let me know in the chat if you can still hear me, because I'm getting a thing that everything is not quite working. Hi Tim. Oh, you all hear me? Okay. I was just worried because the console I have for the behind the scenes YouTube thing is saying as an error occurred. Um, but all looks good, does it? Okay. I'm not gonna. It's not complaining. I think. Good. Thank you for letting me know. So right. So look, we've got a lot to get on with, haven't we? So let's start with the cryptic clue challenge and get on with that, and see what you've all done this week. Here it is. Like I say, I'm really looking forward to showcasing some of these. I think they're great. So let's, without any further ado, let's see what's happening with the old missus. Here we go. Oh no, let's, before I do that, actually, let's go to the, I haven't opened the voting, have I? So we need to do that. If I go to the voting screen, which I think is this screen. So now if I start the voting, you'll be able to see all the entries, and this is a good chance as well, actually, to just double check that you can see your clue. I think there are 11. Should be 11 clues, I think. Still can't see. Hang on. Still can't see waxons there. Stop. Start. Let's see now if that works. Yeah, 11 clues there. So waxons is there. Is there an AI clue involved this week? That's a question, isn't there? I'll let you know later. Or you can judge for yourself when you see the AI entries this week. But right, so here we go. Let's hide those results. You can vote anytime you like now. So just use there's a link at the top. It should be at the pin to the top of the chat. Let me know if you can't get to that as well, and we'll get back to doing this clue challenge then. So, right, where are we? We're here, right? Okay, let's do right. First clue. Here we go. Got there in the end. This is Dan. Dan, first timer. Remember, Dan was made an appearance in last week's stream and was pretty come up with some amazing clues actually for the old blitz, the quick cryptic making. And here's Dan's gone with skips broadcast to get title. Very nice clue there. Like I like the surface; it makes complete sense. And then what is happening in here? So we obviously, to get title is obviously the definition, isn't it? To get is a link. So skips broadcast. Now broadcast obviously is the homophone indicator, isn't it? So we need a word that sounds like skips, and it's misses, isn't it? So misses to get title. Really good, Dan. I think that's a brilliant effort, and up there with your efforts from last week as well. And you had more, and you were pretty quick with your clue. Actually, I think you sent it to me on Monday, didn't you? Or even might even been Sunday evening. I think you were first in anyway with the clue this week. Very neat. Would definitely do well in any crossword I've done. Doesn't jar at all. Really nice. Good effort, Dan. Right. Good. So let's move on. You get all the love in the chat there, I think. So that's good. Now we have Rodriguez's effort. And Rodriguez gone for Ambrose regularly uses this appellation. Very nice as well. I like appellation as this appellation as a definition. I think that's pretty cool. And we have a nice use of regularly. As you know, regularly is a common wordplay indicator, isn't it, for alternate letters? And here we have the alternate letters of Ambrose, M, R, and S, gives us Mrs. Very neat. Very neat indeed. So it was Sunday evening, was it, Dan? Brilliant. You were buzzing from the excitement of last week's stream. Brilliant. I think most people, I get a lot of clues like on Saturday/Sunday. So I think everyone goes and lies down after the live stream. That's my view. But what a brilliant clue that is, Rudiger. Does exactly what you need to do, and a nice use of the name Ambrose as well. And it would make sense. Ambrose could be a Mrs., couldn't it? So I think that's pretty neat. Very good. And I think the chat's a little bit behind me, so I'll let you send the love to Rudiger's clue in the chat there. But again, 2 clues down, 2 worthy potential. If either of these won, you wouldn't begrudge them, would you? So I think that's brilliant. Nice one. Okay, who is next then? Next up, here we have Simon's next one. So Simon's gone, her indoors ignored a Roman deity. I like this one. So her indoors is that a particularly, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Is it a particular, is that particularly British, do you think, the her indoors bit, or is it used in other countries? I'm not sure. Definitely her indoors is, people describe in Britain anyway, definitely her indoors could be your wife, your missus. And then we have ignored a Roman deity. So ignored a. So this is a deletion. We're deleting the letter A from a Roman deity. Roman deity is Mars. And very nice. You end up with a very nice clue there, don't you? I think so anyway. Really nice. My trigger finger, look, I just sent you to the wrong screen there. Apologies for that. Minder. Yeah, this her indoors. He always called, that's right, George Cole. Was it George Cole? Was that the name of the actor? His character? Always referred to her indoors. Indoors even. Very nice clue, Simon. Great effort. Right, who's next then? Where are we going? Okay, we're heading across the Atlantic. Anthony, New Jersey, has come up with Senor Sanchez's original ball and chain. So here we have ball and chain being the definition, which is a nice definition, isn't it? And then we have Senor Sanchez's original. So Senor could be Mr. And especially if you're Sanchez, that would be, the equivalent, wouldn't it? And then Sanchez's original is an S. So we get the Mr. and the S put together, we get Mrs. Or is it Senor Sanchez is a Mr.? I took it to mean Sanchez's original, which is an S. And in fact, Anthony did tell me exactly what he was doing here. Let me just double check that I'm not talking nonsense, but I think that's what he's doing. Yeah, Senor is Mr. and the original is S is from Sanchez. Very cool. Very nice one as well. We're getting very good at these clues, I think. I think since we started doing these, the quality of clue construction has gone up and up. So there's nothing to choose between the first 4, is there? Absolutely nothing. I think they're fantastic. Not sure if Anthony's with us tonight yet, is he? I haven't seen him in the chat yet. But good stuff, Anthony. That's a great clue. Very nice. Right, next up. Who's next? We have David Underground Man. Here we are. We have men's number 1, Coast to Roland Garros title. Super clever, this one. very tennis theme, isn't it? Roland Garros is that's where they play the French Open, isn't it? Or the French Grand Slam in tennis. So this makes complete sense on the surface, and disguises what the hell's going on. So title being the definition, obviously, and then men's number one refers to the letter M, like the first letter of men's, of men even. Brilliant. So there's our M, and then coasts to Roland Garros, basically are the outer letters of Roland Garros. So that's an R and an S. So with the M, the R, and the S gives us the title, the definition, Mrs. Brilliant. Amazing, amazing surface. Must be quite satisfying, that one, David, to come up with that. I think to have the whole context there is brilliant. And coasts as an outer letter, as a outer letter indicator, is really good, I think. And number one as a initial, that's pretty cool as well. So you're showing off all sorts of skills there, David. I think that's brilliant. I'm sure you'll get lots of love for that one in the old vote department, I would say. Brilliant. Tim, you've already got Tim's vote, David. So very nice. Right. Next up then. See, they're all brilliant. This is, when have we done now? Five or six? Absolutely all of them being fantastic. Oh, and then we had to go and spoil it, didn't we, with my one? So I've gone for like a homophone job as well. So I've gone more than one girl we hear causes trouble and strife. Not talking from experience here, I have to say. But more than one girl we hear causes trouble and strife. So more than one girl, I'm thinking one girl you could describe as a miss. So more than one would be misses. And then the we hear is the old homophone coming through there. So it's basically a homophone of misses, causing trouble and strife. Another well-worn cliche of for wife. It's actual Cockney rhyme. Is it Cockney rhyme slang? Trouble and strife. Sounds like it. Probably is, doesn't it? But there we are. It is Cockney slang, yeah. Trouble and strife, wife. Is there, what's husband in Cockney rhyme slang? Is there one? You talk about your old man, but I don't know what husband is. But yeah, there we go. Another clue. I think it works, so I'm happy with that. Doesn't always happen for me, so I'm very happy with that one. Cool. Right, moving swiftly along, and we have Kate. Kate has come to the party this week. Kate's gone right, mixed up. Manuscript proves woman is married. Great clue here, Kate. Nice. With who we have right as they are, mixed up as an anagram indicator. Manuscript is MS, isn't it? So we're mixing up MS and R, and it proves woman is married as Mrs. Very nice. Very nice. Kate says this competition is sounding like a 70s sitcom. For sure it is, isn't it? Absolutely is. But that's a great clue there, Kate, as well. Oh, here we go. Simon's enlightening me. My old pot and pan is the one for husband. He's my old man. Wow, I did not know that. My old pot and pan. Brilliant. But Kate, that's a great effort there. Really nicely done. Nice disguise, I think. tricky definition. I think as well. That would do. That would sit well on a toffee. That one, I think. Um, if only I'd used title as a definition. You could say proves woman's title, couldn't you? Maybe. Um, but yeah, that's a brilliant clue. Very nice. Right. Next up, then. Here we go. And wax on. He got in literally at. I saw your email at 8:03. Wax on. Which is cutting it fine as deadlines go, I have to say. But luckily, I'm quite. I know what I'm doing now with this thing, so I can squeeze it in. Here we have occasionally impress a married woman. Occasionally, our old alternate letter friend wordplay indicator. We're doing that with impress. Then a married woman is a definition. So M, R, and S and impress. Very nice. I think that does a great job there. Wax on. It's worth the wait. That was definitely worth the wait. I think that's a great effort. I'm trying to see how many more clues we have left. We have a couple left yet. Yeah. Great clue. Yeah, that's true, actually. Simon, it is quite hard to give it like a short definition. Hey Anthony, hello. We've seen your clue. Your clue's fantastic as well. We like that a lot. Yeah, the tennis clue is very impressive, isn't it? They're all impressive, to be honest, so far. Good. Okay, let's move on. Wax on. Well done for getting it on time-ish. Here we go. Next up. Tim Shaw has better half seen in merest glimpses. We're getting all our synonyms out for wife tonight. The better half. Nice one. Seen in merest glimpses. So glimpses here we're using as a. I like the merest glimpses. Actually, it's almost. I think this is like semi-andlet, isn't it, Tim? Because merest glimpses could indicate sort of alternate letters, even though glimpses would do, but merest glimpses would so as well, I think. So we're doing alternate letters of merest, M, R, and S, and giving us our definition here, better half. Brilliant stuff. Once again, clues are fantastic. That would be an interesting looking cryptic, wouldn't it? If every answer was 3 letters and all the answers were misses. Really good. Nice one, Tim. Up to your usual standard, let's say. Very good indeed. Now, who's next? Olaf from Sweden. The old lady, there's another version of wife or Mrs. The old lady left a piece of candy. I like this as well. This is along a similar construction to Simon's, isn't it? Simon had ignored a Roman deity, I think that's how he described it, but left a piece of candy. Piece of candy being Mars, as in a Mars bar, and left a, so we're deleting the A from Mars, giving us MRS, Mrs. The old lady. Very nice, Olaf. Really, really cool. Really cool. I'm just checking. Yeah. Another great clue. So I don't know how anyone's going to vote tonight because literally anyone could be winning here. I think they're all fantastic. Very nice. Olaf, well done. Good clue. Very good clue. Right, next up, I think we've got Rodney. Rodney's coming with label, maybe after dating someone before a team member. I think this is a great clue. So label maybe is a definition. Um, and you would get it after dating. So label maybe after dating actually is a definition. Or maybe even label maybe after dating someone is a definition, but before a team member, someone before the A team member would be. So we're looking at Mr. T, aren't we? So who comes before Mr. T? Is Mr. S? I think that's genius. That's so funny. This clue, really tough. It'd be really hard to get that one, I think, but it's so fun. So yeah, label maybe after dating is the definition, and then the wordplay dating someone before a team member gives us Mr. T, Mr. S instead of Mr. T. uh, that made me laugh. That one, very very nice. That's a great clue, Rodney. Up there as well with your usual standard, proper tricky one. It's pretty very 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 creative actually to go think of Mr. T and then Mr. Look at Mr. S. Very nice. Fantastic. I think that's all of the clues from what I remember. Anyway, I think Rodney's was the last one. Um, so how are you going to decide who you're voting for tonight? I do not know. I don't know. Any of these are worthy clues of the week, to be honest. Um, I think we're doing really well. Everyone's so well done. Big pats on the back all around. I think that's fantastic. Let's have a look. Will we have a look at to see what the AI have done this week? The march of the AI. See if they've. Last week they impressed us, didn't they? I think pretty much they all had a proper clue, didn't they? Let's see how they did this week. Just start with Copilot. Copilot goes married but still a mystery. Um, not sure. Definitely not. So Copilot says this clue plays on Mrs. as a title for a married woman while hinting at mystery, which contains Mrs. There you are. Absolute rot, isn't it? Rot. But I made me think though, mystery. Like, I was thinking Mister then, you got Misters. You could have something about mystery. Maybe there's a clue. There's some sort of construction of a clue in mystery. But yeah, we're safe. They've definitely slipped back, Kate. They're not coming for us yet. Um, Pretty dreadful clue that one. So no cigar for Copilot this week. Let's see what ChatGPT's done. ChatGPT went for titled woman hides man's right start. Ooh. So this is almost right, isn't it? It's not quite, I think. Um, Hides. Well, let's hear ChatGPT's definition. So definition is titled woman. Wordplay. The first letters of man's right start. MRS. Yeah, that's pretty good. The hides makes no sense here, does it? So we have a superfluous word here, and probably start should be starts. Um, so this is almost. We would definitely get sent back for editing this one, wouldn't it? Wouldn't quite get there. Yeah, Simon Tree. I mean, it definitely does contain the letters M, R, and S. Yeah, it definitely does mystery, but still. So ChatGPT is close, but not quite. I think. Um, yeah, it thinks it's doing a hidden word, doesn't it? Hmm, not quite. There we are. We can sleep safely in our beds. They're not coming for us quite yet. Let's see. Right, let's try DeepSeek now. Let's head to China and see what they're up to. Women's title abbreviated in messages. Um, I've no like. Let's see what it says about this, because again, an absolute nonsense clue, that one. Definition: woman's title. Yes, that's fine. Abbreviated in messages. The word messages can be abbreviated as MS, and inserting R, a common abbreviation for R or reply, gives misses. There we are. So there's a whole, maybe the whole section of this clue that's written in black font, which would make it right. But an absolute load of nonsense there from DeepSeek as well. Completely useless. So we're not, no prizes for AI this week, which always makes me feel good, actually. I'm not really rooting for them. I don't know if any of you are, but it makes me feel good when they actually mess up. So cool. Okay, so look, we've had all the votes. No, we haven't had all the votes. We've seen all the clues. So you need to get voting. Next part of the live stream now will be our blitz, which I'll move swiftly on to, our quickfire blitz. We make a cryptic crossword. Now, last week on crosshair.org, our crossword number 4 actually got featured on crosshair.org. I got an email from crosshair.org to say the Cryptic Mystic Collective's crossword has been featured on the website. So I think we had something like 20 odd, maybe 20 people try the crossword, and a few thumbs up. No negative comments. We didn't get any comments, to be fair, but we got no negative comments. So I think it was a pretty good crossword, that one, last week. This is the part where I think no one's listening to me. Everyone's warming up the fingers, or cracking their knuckles and doing all this sort of stuff, getting ready. So we have some nice clues. I think there's 8 again. I think there's 8 clues again for this crossword. So we're gonna get cracking on those in a second. Let me just get to the right page now for me. It's here. Yes. So remember the rules. So this is how we're doing it at the minute. We're literally doing fastest clue wins. It may not necessarily be the best clue, but definitely it's whoever comes up with a cryptic clue that's valid, that would get into a normal cryptic, and there's no objections about. Whoever comes up with one of those first will get the clue entered into the crossword. Yeah. Good. Right. Are you all ready? Hopefully so. I will start with the first clue. Are you ready? Here we go. First clue is cadaver. Cadaver. That's an interesting word, isn't it? What can we do with cadaver? I look forward to seeing your efforts. Yeah, maybe I wonder if one week we could end up you could just shout your answer. I could get you all to dial in somewhere and you could just shout. Shout your name and give me your answer. How about that? Would that work, do you think? Could try something like that. Or ring a bell and give me your answer. Cadaver. I can see in cadaver the classic aver, which the Telegraph loves, doesn't it? For like to state is aver. Oh, here we go. Wax On's in already with, well, there's three completely 3 to start with. That's amazing. So Waxon's come with man in vehicle was a dead body. So man in vehicle. Well, the vehicle's a car. Oh, we've got Dave. Dave in car was a dead body. That's amazing. That's so good, Waxon. I think that wins. What else? We got Olaf with a carved, bruised body. That's nice. We got anagram of a carved. Very nice, Olaf. That was quick to see that. And Underground Man's got automobile contains man's body. Oh, that's a very similar clue to Waxon. So you both saw Dave just jumped out at you there, did it? Wow, I'm blown away how quick you got that. That's brilliant. So I'm going to select man in Vigo was a dead body and stick it into the crossword here. You can't see what I'm doing yet, but right. Awesome. That was amazing. Well done, Dan Waxon. You may be like late with your clues, but you're first with the blitz clues, aren't you? And great minds think alike. You and Underground Man are along the same lines there, aren't you? Really good. Right. Next one then. You ready for the next one? Next one is dad joke. I love that. I could get that into the crossword. Dad joke. What do we reckon for this? Yeah, your clue was pretty good, Olaf. But I agree as well. When you can see a word in a clue, it helps, doesn't it? Dad joke. I'm trying to think of one myself. I can't. I just go very blank when I look at these. Dad joke. Have we had dad joke before, Simon? Wow, that's unbelievable. I don't remember that. I must have a look and see. I don't know if I can do it now though. But which was it? One of the original ones, was it? Um. Okay, it's not in that one. I'm just trying to see which one we had it in. Oh yeah, look at that. It's right there. I'll tell you what won that one. It was Paz Groner was jaded. Okay. Oh, good memory, Simon. Right, where have we got here? What have we come up with so far? I haven't been looking at the chat, so let's see. Underground Man's coming with Howler. Howler. Paz punchline is a groaner. That's what we had, wasn't it? Gag your old man flipped round. Not funny. Gag your old man. Gag your old man. As okay, your old man's dad flipped round. Not funny. Oh, it was yours last time. So no, okay, that makes sense. Um, right. Okay, so Howler, you saying Howler's? You've mistyped it. Underground man. I'm still looking at Dan's DS292. I'm hitting a blank here. I don't understand. Gag your old man flipped round. Not funny. Flipped round. Not funny. Oh, flip round not, as in it isn't flip round, so dad is dad, and then funny is joke. Is that what you mean? Is this what we're going for then? Is that right? Dan DS292. So is not funny the definition? Of course it is. Of course it is. So we got gag, your old man. Okay, that makes sense now. Gag is a joke. Your old man's your dad. Flip round, not funny. Yes, that's brilliant. If it wasn't flip round, it would be a joke, Dad. God, I actually had a moment there, didn't I? Didn't really get that, but that's very good. We'll go with that one. Well done, DS 292. Well done, Dan. That's going in. Let me just find the. It's amazing. We had dad joke before. I didn't remember that at all, Simon. Um, slip potassium in old man's coffee. Oh yeah, that's cool as well. Potassium is a K, so Joe's another word for coffee, isn't it? Old man's dad. That's nice. And then is slip the definition there? Dad joke. Very good. Well, it's amazing how quickly you can come up with these. I'm still, and even when you do, and I read them and I can't understand them first time. But yeah, brilliant. Right, let's go for another one then. Let's see if I've managed to duplicate any other ones, Simon. But here we go. This one is Nescafe. There we go. We've just had one coffee mentioned. Nescafe. Anyone who doesn't know, Nescafe is a brand. Well, I don't know how global Nescafe is, but it's a brand of coffee, like instant coffee usually. Dry run has come up in three. My crossword puzzle. How has it? I used to find out with the Telegraph too. So I'll see a word one day, and then it might come up in two different crosswords that week. Right, what can you come up with Nescafe? Nescafe. Remember Nescafe? Remember those ads they had in the 80s? It was like a running soap opera. The guy knocking on the door asking for coffee. Did they end up getting married? I can't remember. No. Was it Nescafe Gold? Nescafe. Okay, DS292 is coming up with coffee for confused faces in Newcastle. Newcastle is an NE in the northeast. That's nice. That's pretty good, actually. DS. So we've got an anagram of faces inside N and E. Very neat. We'll go with that. Tim was saying Gareth Hunt. Oh, was it Gareth Hunt? Was this the Nescafe one where he was shaking his hand like that? Doing this? Gareth Hunt. Yeah, I remember him. He's sort of curly hair. Um, brilliant DS. We're going with that clue. That's you got in there super quick. That's so good. So I'm going to add that in here as well. Yes, you've got 2 out of the 3 clues so far. Lovely. Anthony Stewart Head, who played the Gold Blame Man. He went on to play Giles in Buffy. Oh, there we go. Getting a lot of ad Nescafe ad trivia here. Oh, you couldn't think of a word with Nez at the end. Jones, maybe. Can. Very good. Right. Who's ready for another clue? Flying through these today. Brilliant. Next clue we're coming up with is easiest. There we go. Easiest. Easiest. What can you come up with for that? Just while you're doing that, I'm going to check in on the old voting, see how that's going. Where is it? Voting's going well. It's very tight at the top. It's changed since the last time I looked as well. That's very good. Nice, exciting stuff. Still plenty of time to vote if you haven't voted yet. Right, let's get back here. I'm waffling on. Right. Has anyone come up with a clue yet for easiest? Hot drink in cans cafeteria. Oh, that's nice. That's nice, Kate. Yeah, that would have been lovely. Yeah, definitely a late entrance. Oh, Simon's gone for a cryptic here. What you wish this clue would be? What you wish this clue would be? That's funny, Simon. That's brilliant. Will we go with that one? I like the crypticness, but a playful job there. What you wish this clue would be? Easiest. Definitely easy, anyway. That's probably makes it really difficult. That, and ironically, it would probably be the most difficult clue to solve in the puzzle. I reckon. Let's go with that. Why not? Let's give the lovely people at Crosshair something to chew on with that clue. I think we're going with that one. Well done, Simon. Easiest is in. Nice. Right, we've got 4 more clues to go for. Let's see. Oh, Dan's come out with simplest peas I estimated hiding. Oh, yes, you've gone with the old hidden one there. That's a lovely clue as well. Well done for getting a hidden word in there. Very nice. But old Cryptic Simon has got in. Cryptic Simon has got in front of you there, Dan. Cool. Right, next up then, let's go for the next clue. What is the next clue? Here we go. Cadence. Cadence is the next clue. Cadence. What can we see in cadence? Just having a look, see what any sonograms in there. Cadence. What synonyms are there for cadence? We could have Um, similar words for cadence: rhythm, beat, drum, emphasis, meter, accent, throb, measure, movement, stress, sway, backbeat, swing, lilt. Okay, it's giving you some inspiration there. Cadence. Oh, here we are. What have we gone here? What have we got? Let me see. We have the S is coming with indulgence without Germany, in a manner of speaking. Oh, in a manner of speaking. So, indulgence without Germany. Well, are you using Germany as D or D or DE in this one? Indulgence without Germany, in a manner of speaking. I like the manner of speaking as a definition. I don't understand the indulgence, but let me see. Am I missing something ridiculous here? Using Germany as DE, okay. So within outside of DE, we got CANCE. Decadence. Oh, you're doing it that way. Okay. I was thinking without, uh, as in out with, like as in around the outside of, because I can see the DE in there. So indulgence without Germany in a manner that is wow, that's brilliant. Very nice. DS. Waxon's coming with rhythm, concede badly. Yes, that's great as well. Kate has this gear is not very bright, we hear, but can keep a rhythm. Cadence, as in can dance. Is that what we're going for there? Brilliant. Thanks for the help there, Underground Man. Um, team has beat Roger before beginnings of every nasty, cruel endeavor. Nice. That's cool as well. Very good, Tim. But I think DS has got in there, hasn't it? With this indulgence, the decadence, without Germany in a manner of speaking. That's a cadence is how you speak. Yeah, that's definitely can be done that way, like an accent. Brilliant stuff. So let's go with that. Um, you're on fire, DS. I'm expecting you to send me the clue for the word of the week before we even pick the word of the week this week. That's how fast your brain is operating tonight. Right. Who's up for the next clue then? Here we got 3 more to go. And this one is viola. Viola. What can you do with viola? What do you reckon? Cadence. Cadence. Yeah, K is. Oh, that's very good, Kit. Not very bright. That's brilliant. Viola. What can we do with viola? Actually, if you say viola backward, if you say it backward, it's alive, isn't it? Which is a very If you say it like that, alive, that's how you would say alive in Dublin with a Dublin accent. Oh, Simon's coming. Voila, strange instrument. Yes. Plucky thing from the cast of Twelfth Night. That's cool. Very nice. That was Tim as well. Simon, that's great. That's straightforward. That one, isn't it? Voila. You can see voila there. I was thinking something about some French business there. But voila, strange instrument. Very nice. Yeah, I couldn't tell you what play viola's in, Tim. Um, but that's brilliant. Simon, you're in. You've got into the crossword. There we go. Voila, strange instrument. I think I'll put an exclamation mark after voila, will we? Um, very good. Right. Next one we have then. Here's the next clue. Um, fingers at the ready. The next clue is re-elect. Re-elect. What do you think? I think it works with or without a hyphen. I put a hyphen in just to make me understand what I'm saying. But re-elect. What's happening? What have we got here? Re-elect. You can see real, obviously. The old dance is in there. What are we thinking? Obviously, re can mean about, can't it? Um, or you can use it as on as well. What do we think? That's right, Kate. Simon and Dan are doing well, aren't they? Here comes in wax on. Bring back dance with every head scan. So bring back is re-elect, yeah. Dance is real with every E. Head scan, CT. Nice. Re-elect. Nice one, wax on. I'll take that. To bring back is to re-elect. I like that. Nice definition, that is. And it goes. Very good. Well, you are on fire tonight, absolutely. That's 7 clues down, 1 clue left. What's it going to be, eh? Are you ready for the next clue? Let's see what DS has done here. Inside the referee lectures. Get back into office. Oh, nice. You going for another nice hidden word there, Dan, as well. That's lovely. Inside the referee lectures. Brilliant stuff. Fantastic. Right, here we go. Last clue. And then once we've done this, then we can go back to finding out who's going to win clue of the week. Here we go. Last clue is doses. Doses. What can you do with doses? What can we do with doses? I'm having a look myself, see if I can think of anything. I just can't see past DOS operating system. It's completely stopped me thinking about anything else. um, Parts of judo sessions. That's nice. That's a nice one. Wax on. I've seen a potential clue. I can't work it out, but I'd love someone to work it out because doses is Moses, isn't it? If you swap the M for the D, and Moses was famous for the old tablets of stone. Can anyone come up with a clue that involves Moses swapping the S for the D and saying something about his tablets? Because I think that would be a nice clue. But we're definitely going to go with parts of judo sessions. I think that's great. Deer swallow sulfur tablets. Yes, the does swallow the S. That's nice as well. Wax on's got in there though. We're using wax on. I think definitely with a bit of time we would have done something with Moses there. Fantastic. Wow. Super fast tonight. You were on fire, everyone. So let me show you the final. Here's what the actual crossword looks like now. Um, if we go to how do I show that? Oh, here. There we are. There's our puzzle. Brilliant stuff. Oh, Simon's gone for noses. Say when blocked, have a measure of medicine. That's nice. That's very clever, Simon. How you would say noses when your nose is blocked. So you say noses. Brilliant. That's a lovely clue as well. We literally could make 3 crosswords, couldn't we? The first clue, the second clue, and the third clue. We've had nearly 3 clues for every crossword, haven't we? Brilliant. That's so good. Um, so there we have today's. I'm just going to move that up there. Here we go. Today's crossword. There it is. And I'll go back to the clues. The Cryptic Mystic Collective. Yes. I'm going to make it go live tomorrow at 12 p.m. What a great puzzle. Wonder if we'll get featured this week. There we go. 12 p.m. tomorrow. We've got all our clues in there. I think it all looks fine. I'll check it later, I think, for any mistakes or anything, but I think it all looks good. So publish puzzle. There we go. Nice one. There we are. That was great fun. Amazing stuff, everyone. That was so good. How quick you can come up with these things. Fantastic. So now we need to go back to where are we going now? Let's go to the results. Shall we go to the results of the vote for Clue of the Week? Let's have a quick look to see what's going on with the voting. Voting wise, yes, we've had quite a few votes now. Anyone not voted? Because I'm going to reveal the results very, very shortly. Again, 11 brilliant clues, I think. So it could be anyone's, this one. Could be anyone's. Okay, saying what if we use MD in your Moses clue, we might get there, Martin. Yeah. Biblical character trades 1,000 for 500 tablets. Yes, wax on. That's the one. That's exactly what I was thinking. You took the words right out of my mouth. That's brilliant. So M for D. Yes. That's a great clue, isn't it? Really good. Really, really nice. Cool. Very good. Right. Are we ready for the reveal then of the clue of the week? Who is going to win this week? It's it should be a fun. Well, whoever wins, actually, it'll be well deserved. I think they're all brilliant. These clues. So I'll give you a couple of a couple more seconds to get to vote if you haven't voted, and then we're going to lock the voting. Okay. Um. So let me go to the screen that I need to go to. Very good. Right. I'm going to lock the voting now. I think we're pretty much there as far as the voting's concerned. Yeah. So here we have the clue of the week. Gonna lock the voting. There we are. The big reveal for the clue of the week. Are you ready? Where's your clue going to end up? Here we go. Show results. Men's number one coast to Roland Garros title. Brilliant stuff. Underground Man. Straight in there. Congratulations. That is a fantastic clue and definitely a worthy winner. Second place, we have occasionally impress a married woman. That's Wax On. Dan. Very neat indeed. And third place, we have Ambrose regularly uses this appellation. That's Rudigor. So fantastic stuff. And everyone else, looks like anyway, everyone else got some sort of vote, I believe. Really good. Really good stuff. Very good. That's a worthy winner, David. Absolutely brilliant. So let me select that and put it into the puzzle itself. So let's go to the puzzle page. Where is Mrs. It's 20 down, isn't it? Yes, 20 down. Here we go. Clue is men's number one. So title is a definition. How do we describe this? We have tails. I could have a tail, couldn't we? And tops. It's tops and tails, really. I think that's what's going on here. Notes. We have David Underground Man. Fantastic. Very, very good. So you nearly had women's number one turns up and coast. Oh, yeah. See, women's number one as in the W flipped. That would be cool as well, Underground Man. But I like what we got here. I think it's a great clue. Indeed. Fantastic. Right. Literally, yeah, we've only got 3 clues to go. 3 clues to go. We got 6 down, we got 22 down, and we got 4 down, which is resides. 4 down has to be resides, really. So to give you a choice, David Underground Man, let's look at 6 down and 22 down. So see what we get for 6 down. We have R, age, 8, Ave, awe, Ace, axe, ape. Well, I'm sure you can list all these yourself. Abe, ale, ake, Annie. Any ideas? What's your favorite there? Or 22 down, you can choose from air or air. So a bit of a bit fewer fewer choices there. But what do you think? What do you want to go with there, David? Um, I think we'll do resides is definitely going to be a clue. So we'll make resides the last clue week. So we'll do this week and next week. Axe, we're going with axe. Says David. Give some good choice for wordplay. Yeah, absolutely does. We can, and also axe. You can describe a guitar as an axe, right? So axe it is. That's going to be word of the week is axe. Get I was almost going to say get chopping, but that's not exactly what I meant. Terrible. My brain has completely fried. Axe is the word of the week. Brilliant stuff, David. I think that's another great fun stream. Hope you all had fun. I had a great time. Thanks a million, everyone, for sending in all your clues and for taking part. And it was such enthusiasm. It's great fun. Um, yeah, definitely good option for definitions too. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking guitar could be one, couldn't it? But yeah, do what you can with the word axe. I'm looking forward to seeing your clues for that. Um, great stuff. We made another crossword as well. How good's that? Building up a nice little repertoire on old crosshair. And thanks a million to everyone for tuning in. Keep tuning in during the week too. Should have more, hopefully some more clues or some more videos for you this week. GCSEs start in my house tomorrow. My eldest son is starting his GCSEs tomorrow, so wish him luck. I'm sure he'll be fine. English literature tomorrow. It's all about Christmas Carol and Macbeth. So yeah, yeah. No, it'll have to be. Maybe we can mention my wall in the what's behind Martin. Ominously behind Martin's head. Axe. Right. Fantastic stuff. Well, everyone, thanks a million for tuning in again, and I will see you all very soon. Okay. Thanks a million for watching.